Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from our Public Works Department, my favorite traffic engineer, the only one I know, Andrew McFadden. Andrew, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Hey, Jeremy, good.
You got to like that intro. The only one I know.
The only one, yep.
So I don't know if that's
but the
good or
best
bad.
one, only one you know. So there you go.
Darn
That's
right. Darn right. Boy, a lot of hard grinding work happening out there at the Fishacci Road construction project. Drove through it yesterday a few times, and mainly because, I mean, I had to get through there, but seeing that pulverizer take all the old pavement and turn it into an aggregate, if you will, is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
It is. Tell us what else is going on up there besides that operation.
Yeah, so this week we're mainly removals and grading and the crushing pavement. We got some storm sewer work, so they're kind of starting up by that box culvert. Start at that lowest end and kind of work up. And so they're kind of working south on that. We do have some electrical work going on, installing some of the lights, traffic lights up there, not traffic signals, but the roadway lights. And then utilities are certainly doing their relocates and so as there's conflicts with some of the storm sewer and other electrical conduit that we're putting in there, those existing services have to move and kind of relocate to make room for us. So that's mainly what's going on this week. There's going to be more of the same next week. A little bit, we're kind of starting to mobilize on some modular block wall, working on the box culvert some more. And then, continuing installing some of the conduit for the traffic signals and some of the electrical conduit for our traffic lights. So yeah, got a lot going on. And then I will note some upcoming traffic impacts coming up. I know we kind of talked about them last time, but just kind of we're firming up the dates a little bit more. So certainly we're anticipating closing the Cahill Intersection on Monday, the 27th, and that will continue for our 12-day closure through August 6th. During that whole time, High Ridge will certainly be open. Caddis will remain open the whole time. And then we'll switch. And so then after that, on the 9th, on August 9th, we'll have High Ridge closed fully to complete that work, and that will last through August 20th. But again, during that time, Cahill will be open. So we'll kind of do that end of July through kind of end of August. That will be kind of I would say the last big significant changes of kind of closures before we switch back to kind of the end of stage F, where we're more working on the medians and doing some daily closures just here and there. But I think that once we get over this hurdle with some of these full closures of intersections, I think that we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully.
No pun intended there. Bus stops have changed a little bit as well. Andrew, if you could go through just a couple of those, just so people know that they have been moved.
Yeah, I think it's tough to specify each one. You'll notice some new shelters up there that we put up on the east side. So I mean that's definitely an added benefit. But I'll kind of send folks to the website to kind of check the map out. So I think 2 updates back, I think the 6/23 update, we included some maps in there with some of the bus stops locations on there. Please reference that, just and then feel free to let us know if you have any questions. But we have some temporary signage out there that kind of shows where those bus stops are. And I will note that certainly when High Ridge is closed, there will be significant impacts there. We'll be shifting bus stops so that that's still accessible because buses won't be able to access through High Ridge. So probably next time, so that'll be the kind of closure in August. So we'll definitely be going through what those bus stop impacts will be probably at the next or the following construction update meeting.
At the intersection of Mckee Road and Fishacci Road, will there ever have to be any specific closures there or nighttime closures to finish off that whole intersection? I mean, it's cool how you guys have done it and constructed and made it work, but will there have to be any closures at that site at all?
Yeah, that's a great question. So from my understanding, there may be some coming up. I can definitely have more information about that. You shouldn't expect it this upcoming week. We'll be doing storm sewer pipe work in kind of what is currently closed, kind of just south of the intersection there. This upcoming week, so we'll definitely see that opened up while you drive past it. But we don't anticipate any full closure. That's just such a busy intersection there that we can't really close that down. But there will definitely be some shifts in the traffic control throughout the remainder of the project as we start getting different sections of the project or that intersection constructed. So I think, yeah, certainly the next section is going to be that southern half storm sewer pipe, getting that, that big right turn bay laid out that you've kind of seen that the grading on there, but we'll actually get that poured and constructed, and then we'll start moving on to some of the other stretches on the north half and then some of the median work. So.
Cool. Yeah, it's coming together. It looks great, and we'll keep updating folks as those closures come in. Andrew, I appreciate your time as always, and we'll look forward to catching up with you next week.
Yeah, I do want to mention just a few things, just quick
geez, I was trying to close you out, and that bad professional media guy here not asking you what else do you have, Andrew? I blew it.
Yeah.
I blew it.
Not too much more. Just a quick check-in. We're still scheduled for the week of the 26th for the South Saline water main work. So again, they'll kind of be intermittent delays, but we won't be doing a full road closure for that. Similarly, the work up at the Mccoy Bridge that WISTOT's undertaking. My understanding is that currently they don't have the nighttime closures. They're pouring the bridge deck next week for those westbound lanes or northbound, however you want to look at it. So they anticipate some intermittent delays during the day, but they don't know exactly when that'll happen. It'll just be kind of dependent upon their staging. So that's kind of my update for that project, and hopefully we'll have more as that project continues.
Fantastic. Anything else to report on?
No, West Clayton. Well, I guess I'll say West Clayton should be all wrapped up. We got the signs installed at the rail crossing, and the shoulders are in now. So if you have any additional comments or questions there, feel free to let us know. But otherwise, that project should be wrapped up, and we'll probably get some signs up there just to discourage folks from some no outlet and some dead end signs up there, just to make sure people understand and they don't turn in there accidentally. But
yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to get that down for sure.
For sure.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. Again, we'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
You bet. Andrew McFadden, don't cut him off when he has stuff to tell you. Jeez Louise. No, appreciate his time, and check out the website, fitchburgwi.gov, for more information. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.